denyo wada dang dang. Hengo denyo oh wada dang dang. This is the voice of the Patriot. And here we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the Patriot, and I'm most excited to be with you, my brother, my sister. Now today we have a number of issues to look at, but remember, this is where the truth lives. And I need you to come along. I need us to talk about some of these very important issues. My brother, my sister, so many things happened around the weekend, and we need to look at this. My brother, my sister. Now, the very first story we want to look at is this one, coming from Ghana, wherever. And it says, Sticka details what Kennedy Ejapon said after leading the base movement in 2028 election. My brother, my sister, I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. It says, the member of parliament for Inshasu and member of Kennedy Ejapon's campaign team, Dr. Stephen Amwa, has disclosed that the former Asin Central MP is not interested in leading the Biggs movement, a new political force. Now, according to Dr. Amwa, popularly known as Sticka, he personally asked Kennedy Ejapon, a presidential hopeful, about the movement, and his response was that he had no interest in it. Now, my brother, my sister, speaking in an interview on Angel FM, excerpts of which have been shared on social media, Sticka cautioned that breaking away from the New Patriotic Party would be a wrong move. I will advise anyone that we are done with the elections, so we should come together and sacrifice for the NPP. So the base and all those things, we should stop and look together and work together as MPP people, because for me, there is nothing that I would not sacrifice for the NPP. I have personally asked Kennedy Ejapon about the base, and he has said he is not interested. He further explained that all members of the NPP should remain cautious, stay united, and remain in the party rather than depart. Now, my brother, my sister, we woke up one day and heard about something called the base. Ejako was fingered in it. Kennedy Ejapon was fingered. They said it was a new political party coming out of the NPP. The same way they broke away from the CPP and decided to call themselves the NLM. Yatia. These people too have decided to break away. Now, this made the guttural voices lurking in the shadows so loud. In fact, it gave them a big microphone, loud enough for everybody to understand that the NPP is going through serious crisis. Barely a year and a half after losing power, having been in power for 8 solid years and doing nothing but visiting Ghanaians with nothing but harm and irresponsibility. My brother, my sister, some NPP members decided to nickname the base the wee base in order to look down on it, ridicule it, and make it look like it is absolutely nothing. but it's gaining grounds. Kennedy Japan was said to be part of it. Now Sticka comes out to tell us, oh, you know what? Kennedy Japan says he's not interested in this thing called the base. Sticka goes ahead to tell us that it will be suicidal for anybody to break away from the NPP at this point. The elections are over. And that he will do everything possible to sacrifice for the NPP. And therefore, no breakaway factions are going to be entertained. Now, my brother, this brings to bear something very interesting. What are we talking about? Listen attentively. Now, the so-called base, or we base as they prefer to call it, the fact that you even attach we to the base is going to give it a lot of grassroots support. My brother, my sister, the fact that you even attach we to the base will give it the support that you never thought it would have. Think about it, brethren. A lot of the downtrodden people, a lot of the people who support the political parties in one way or the other, have a certain we tag around their heads. And I'm one of those. I am a proud we man. I don't smoke. My brother, my sister, I don't drink. I am vegan. But I believe in the power of the we. Today, they have legalized it in Ghana. All you need to do is to go get a license. And they are advertising the license. And I am getting my license. So why should it be ridiculous for anybody to feel like we is a bad thing? Yes, it is controlled, and I'm glad it is. We are not pushing it because we want people to come out and smoke. We are looking at the industrial uses we can put it up to. Other conversations can come in later. But for now, my brother, my sister, it is what it is. My brother, my sister, to continually say that, oh, it's a we base. Do you know how many people are associated with this thing? The we is a symbol of the ghetto in Ghana, whether we like it or not. Poverty is a symbol of the ghetto. But let's get to the more serious issue. The NPP is in crisis. People are breaking away. They are disappointed that the 8 years of power yielded almost nothing. My brother, my sister, and they are ashamed to even be associated with this party. That is what it is all about. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. And I just want us to open our ears and listen to the voices around us. A Jacko of all people. He even tried to denigrate Kwame Nkrumah because of Nana Addo. Do we all remember? And we have to take him on this show. A Jacko of all people, a key member of the NPP, today finds the NPP just barely a year after losing power unattractive. And it's all of a sudden part of a certain we base. My brother, my sister, the NPP is quick to push its members under the bus. Have they been able to sit down with these people? Have they spoken with them to find out why the breakaway? No, but they are quick to brand them with ridiculous names and titles. We base. Before you realize, this we base would be the biggest threat you have ever seen in your lives. Whether Kennedy and Japan is part of it or not. As for Kennedy, he just needs to be able to take away that blackmail tag from himself, or else he will never be president of this country. Nobody wants a blackmailer as a president. Nobody. Me were pictures, no? Me were videos. I'll show the video. Me were videos. No. We are tired of blackmail. We leave it here. Now the next thing I want to look at is taken from My Joy Online. And it says, WAEC adjusts exam timings to curb examination leakages. And I read, now the head of public affairs of the West African Examinations Council, WAEC, John Kapi, has disclosed that the adjustments have been made to examination questions and schedules to address cross-border leakages. Now, speaking on Bedroom on Adum TV, he explained that although Ghana and Nigeria previously wrote the same examination questions at the same time, changes have now been introduced. According to him, the adjustments were necessary due to incidents of APO, aka examination leakages across borders. We have made adjustments to the questions and timing. Starting early helps prevent cross-border leakages, he said. He noted that differences have been introduced in both the questions and the timing of the exam to reduce the risk of leakages. He further explained that because Nigeria is an hour ahead of Ghana, the timing has been revised. Instead of having the usual 9 a.m. start time, exams now begin at 8:30 a.m. in Ghana, with corresponding adjustments in Nigeria. He said these measures are aimed at ensuring fairness and maintaining the integrity of the examination process across the region. APO has been there from time immemorial. I remember when I was in school, T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School, we heard of APO over and over. APO. A lot of the time, the APO never dropped. And people would cry. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Now, examinations must be very credible. Very, very credible. That is why they say when you get into the examinations hall, you can't come out until after 30 minutes. And if you enter the examinations hall after 30 minutes, you may be stopped from writing the exam. It's just a window period to be able to curb leakages. Nobody will respect any examination body that is not credible. For some time now, the educational system in Nigeria has suffered a lot because of this credibility issue. Certificates from that country are not too respected because of credibility issues. Ghana has been able to steer away from this until recent times, when so many examination papers had to be cancelled and some students dealt with because of some examination malpractice in one way or the other. My brother, my sister, remember that these examinations and examinations bodies are all part of grooming our future leaders. We are supposed to assess them and get to know exactly if they are ready to take up the mantle in the future. Examinations are not just for the sake of passing. and getting a job. No, to assess you and be sure that you are ready for the mantle ahead, the leadership mantle. If you decide to pass your candidates by heart, then be ready for a chaotic nation. You go to the hospital and there's a quack doctor there with all the certificates, yet he doesn't know the difference between malaria and typhoid. If you pass your students by heart, you would go to the hospital and meet doctors who do not know the difference between guinea worm and tapeworm. You would have doctors who are sleeping with pregnant women day in and day out because they do not know the right ethics of the profession. They don't even respect that because they got that on a silver platter. Examinations are important. We should never think about just passing examinations for passing sake, or else we'll do anything illegal to pass. We should be able to get assessed properly so we can hold on to the mantle and be proud of whatever certificates we have. That is why it is sad that in Africa we are only looking at certificates before we employ. In England, apart from the certificate, they also look at exactly what you can do. So your certificate, yes, you are all A's, but they will take you through another test to find out physically on the ground what you can do. In Ghana, no. Your certificate is enough. If you are lucky, you go through an interview and all they are interested in is your certificates. Oh, you had A here, you had A here, you had, oh, congratulations. You are fit for the job. You have the job. Congratulations. In England, yes, the certificate is important, but they would also go through exactly what you can do. In Ghana, they even respect who has sent you more than the certificate. True? Oh, who sent you here? Oh, my brother is the Minister of Justice. Oh, okay. Okay, you have passed. Congratulations, go. It's all about who you know. True? When you go to America, yes, a certificate is important, but it's not as important as what you can do physically. What can you do? Are you an engineer? What have you achieved with your engineering knowledge? Come and demonstrate it and let's see. What do you have for the future in your mind? This is what they look at. But we are still here looking at certificates and who sent, who you are related to, who you know. WAEC has been in the game for all these years. It's one of the most credible bodies we have. But I think WAEC should also be able to rise a little further and be able to deal with practical knowledge rather than just theory. I leave it here.